So today, we're taking a calm, honest look at the 12 SUVs you should avoid in 2025, based on expert data, mechanic opinions, and real-world ownership experiences. This isn't about hating any brand. It's about helping you avoid the SUVs that create more problems than they solve. Let's begin. Number 1, Jeep Cherokee, 2014 to 2019. The idea was great, a stylish, mid-size SUV that could go off-road but still look modern and premium. The execution? Not so great. The 9-speed automatic transmission is the biggest issue. Jerky shifts, hard downshifts, failed sensors, and entire transmissions needing replacement. Add electrical gremlins and weak cooling systems, and the Cherokee becomes one of the most commonly avoided SUVs on the used market. It drives well when it works, but when it works is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Number 2, Ford Explorer, 2011 to 2016. The Explorer is a household name. Everyone knows someone who's owned one. But this generation has a long list of problems. Water pump failures that can destroy the engine. Transmission issues. Electrical module failures. Exhaust fumes leaking into the cabin in early models. Some Explorers run forever. But the ones that don't? They turn into multi-thousand-dollar repair stories overnight. Number 3, Nissan Pathfinder, 2013 to 2016. The Pathfinder used to be a rugged, strong SUV. Then it became a soft family crossover with a very fragile CVT transmission. Shuddering, slipping, overheating, early failure. The CVT issues got so bad that Nissan had to extend warranties and face multiple complaints. The rest of the SUV is comfortable and smooth, but the transmission alone makes these model years a risky buy in 2025. Number 4, Chevy Equinox 2.4L, 2010 to 2017. The Equinox is incredibly common, easy to find, easy to buy, and much cheaper than competitors on the used market. But there's a reason for that. The 2.4L engine famously burns oil. Not a little, a lot. So much that many engines fail early, lose compression, or overheat. Add timing chain issues and weak pistons, and suddenly the good deal Equinox becomes one of the SUVs mechanics warn people about constantly. Number 5, Land Rover Discovery Sport, 2015 to 2019. Land Rover builds beautiful interiors, beautiful designs, beautiful driving comfort. But the reliability? That's where things fall apart. The Discovery Sport suffers from turbocharger problems, electrical failures, air suspension issues, coolant leaks, and infotainment glitches that appear out of nowhere. Once the warranty ends, ownership becomes unpredictable and expensive. Experts recommend avoiding first-generation years unless you have deep pockets or extremely high tolerance for repair shop visits. Number 6, GMC Acadia, 2013 to 2017. The Acadia looks tough. It looks strong. But these years are known for one massive failure: the 6-speed automatic transmission. Hard shifts, slipping, early failure, mechanics see it all the time. Add timing chain stretch and weak cooling systems, and the Acadia becomes an SUV with amazing space, but questionable long-term durability. The newer generation fixed many of these issues, but this era is one buyers should skip. Number 7, Dodge Journey, 2009 to 2019. One of the cheapest 3-row SUVs on the used market, and for a reason. The Dodge Journey was outdated the moment it was released. Weak engines, transmission issues, poor crash test ratings in early years, and some of the lowest reliability scores of any SUV. Mechanics often describe it the same way: cheap to buy, expensive to own. Despite its price, it's one SUV you're better off passing on. Number 8, Jeep Compass, 2011 to 2016. Before the redesign, the Compass felt like a car pretending to be an SUV. Underpowered engines, cheap interiors, failing CVTs, and weak suspension components made it one of the least loved Jeeps in the lineup. It improved dramatically in later years, but early Compass models sit firmly in the avoid category for 2025. Number 9, BMW X5, 2011 to 2014, with the N63 engine. Luxury SUVs are supposed to make life easier. This one can do the opposite. The N63 V8 inside the X5 is powerful and smooth, but infamous for reliability issues. Turbo failure, oil consumption, cooling problems, carbon buildup, timing chain stretch. If you want an X5, experts recommend the inline-6 models. The V8 in these years is only for buyers willing to treat it like a high-maintenance sports car. Number 10 Honda Passport, 2019 to 2021. Honda builds extremely reliable vehicles, but even Honda has a few missteps. Early Passports suffer from transmission hesitation, rear differential errors, unpredictable driver assistance glitches. It's still more reliable than most SUVs here, but experts warn buyers to avoid the early production years and go for later, updated models instead. Number 11 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport, 2013 to 2018. This SUV is comfortable, affordable, and well-equipped. But the 2.4L and 2.0T engines from this era have a serious problem. Premature engine failure. Bearing wear, knocking, metal shavings, and sudden stalling became so common that Hyundai had to launch multiple recalls and extended engine warranties. Buying one in 2025 means taking a gamble and hoping your specific SUV isn't part of the group that suffers fatal engine damage. Number 12 Volvo XC90, 2016 to 2018. The XC90 is stunning. Minimalist. Quiet. Elegant. It feels like Scandinavian luxury done perfectly. But early models? They were packed with new technology, and that technology was glitchy. Infotainment freezes. Electrical system resets. Sensor failures. Transmission lag. Air suspension issues. Volvo has improved reliability over the years, but experts consistently warn buyers to avoid the earliest production years unless they come with flawless service records. The truth is, every SUV has strengths. Each one of these vehicles has something it does well: style, comfort, off-road ability, or value. But reliability is a different story. And once an SUV starts breaking down, all of those strengths disappear. Owning a dependable SUV brings a sense of confidence. You get in, turn the key, and don't even think about whether it'll start. But owning one of the SUVs on this list? That confidence slowly disappears. You start hearing noises that weren't there before. You notice the way it shifts. You hope the warning light doesn't come back. Experts don't warn people to avoid these models because they are bad to drive. They warn them because ownership can slowly turn into stress you don't need. The good news is simple. When you know which SUVs to avoid, it becomes easier to find the ones worth owning. Reliable ones. Long-lasting ones. SUVs that actually make your life easier instead of more complicated. So if you're shopping in 2025, take your time. Look past the badge. Look past the interior. Look past the price. Because choosing the right SUV isn't just about the drive. It's about peace of mind long after the test drive ends.